Welcome to the Jagged Jungle, our Killer Island extreme niche survival challenge, where we will be launching ourselves fresh out of the nest into the dark depths of this shadowy Killer Island jungle and trying to do our best to survive. So hello everyone and welcome back to Niche. I know it has been way too long. Oh, how I have missed you, creature eating little plant. I see you down there. How I have missed you, you shadowy. Oh my gosh, this is like a death tree stump. Look at this. Look at this tree stump. This thing is literally set up and ringed by plants of death. That is where we shall send exiles. That is where we shall send like creatures who deserve to be consumed by all of these man-eating plants, or I should say creature-eating plants. They are very hungry and carnivorous, so do keep your eyes out for those guys. But it has been far too long since we have frolicked in the twiddly-diddly-doo grass of Niche, and I thought, what better way to get our feet wet again than to dive into one of the most difficult islands and one of the most challenging challenges that I could think up. But don't worry guys, this challenge is actually not going to be too terribly complicated just yet, because let's be honest, if we're going to begin on a killer island, the challenge of survival is going to be enough to get us started. But we now have our two starting creatures, our Adam and Eve, who in this case are named Orihu and Macaulay. So Orihu, who has been wandering around and found this beautiful Macaulay, wanted to start his own little tribe with her, so they wandered along the rock bridge and somehow found their way to this very mysterious land full of unexpected scents and sounds, and it sounds really awesome and it smells really good, and maybe this could possibly be the home that our Jagged Jungle tribe, our Jagged tribe, could establish themselves at. But little do they know, this place is actually lurking with apes. It probably has predators just popping out of every other bush, and surviving here might actually be very difficult for two creatures who really don't have anything special about their traits. Though I can't really tell you exactly what those traits may be, because we are actually going to be playing the blind genes twist on this challenge as well. So not only are we starting on a killer island where everything literally wants to kill us, but we are also going to be playing with the blind genes challenge, because I would consider myself, after 200 hours, somewhat of a niche veteran, and so I can typically look at the creatures and be like, hello Macaulay, you've got some beautiful velvet paws there, and look at this, Orihu, I'm very happy to see that you've got digger's paw and a runner's leg on this island. I can look at them and of course I would start with Cracker Jaw, my personal favorite. I'm sure you guys have had enough of me having pretty much just strict Cracker Jaw creatures in my tribes, but they're useful and keep you alive. That is a trait worth having. But I can look at them and I can tell usually what their traits are, because we have played so long, and I like the twist of not being able to actively see the immunity genes, actively see the patterned genes, the colors that they have hiding inside of their recessive genetics, so that any children they have can be delightful surprises. So we are able to look at them and make guesses over what their traits may be, but we will not actually make it so that I can see what their traits are. That being said, we are not playing with the Whims of Fate rules that we have on mutation menu. For those of you who don't know what that means, when I play with the Whims mutations, I get to pick one mutation, and then we have to roll a randomizer to pick the other mutation. However, in this case, we can pick whatever mutations we want. So we're not going to look at our genes, but I figure just having to go off the phenotypes, which means the physical appearance of our creatures, and having to survive on this island is enough pressure to put on them, especially because this is the beginning and we haven't really unlocked anything special. Look at that! If I wanted, I could give their children deformed paws. What a wonderful, fantastic benefit that would be for this tribe. I think not. We may try to make sure. I don't think either of them have big body, but we will play with the mutations in just a second. Let me finish going through our rules. Oh, look at that. That's pretty much all of them. ta-da! I figure just trying to survive on a extreme jungle, trying to survive with blind gene challenge layered on top of this is enough. And you may be wondering, how long are we trying to survive for, Seri? Well, we're going to shoot for being able to unlock the mutation of having high fertility. That is a fantastic way to have a counter for how many days old your tribe is. So we're going to try to unlock the high fertility, which means we have survived for 100 days. And as long as we can do that, no matter what shape we find ourselves in, should it be as a large, flourishing tribe of vibrant colors and powerful traits that has established a strong base camp and can fight off even the most aggressive of apes, or if it's just as one half rogue child teetering their way through the bushes and doing their best to not get eaten. Whatever form we find ourselves in at the end of 100 days with the Jagged jungle tribe, then we will consider ourselves victors. Or we could die before the end of the episode. That is the fate of what the Killer Islands may have for us. If we manage to survive that long and we are still attached to this tribe, and the new amazing update has not launched for March or April yet for Niche, then we will come up with additional challenges that we can give ourselves. But for now, we are just going to try to survive, and we're just going to see what we can make of it. I do have a couple other rules for if we manage to make it long enough to have a larger team of creatures, such as only being able to nest in jungle territories. So we can flee the island if we need to, but we can only build, nest, and have babies on jungle territories. It has to be a jungle block. It could be one jungle block in the middle of a grasslands, and that would count, but it has to be a jungle block, and our creatures just cannot have their babies anywhere else. They're just built that way. That is as nature created them. We won't question it for the sake of this challenge. And then we will, if they manage to survive long enough and turn into aggressive creatures, make a special rule where males who defeat a predator like an ape or a barina, the dangerous creatures that they are, will get additional gemstone colors, and that will give them a lot of attraction, and the females will mate with them first. And males can kill multiple, like 2 males can both kill a barina, for instance, and they would have equal gemstones. So then the females could pick whichever one between the 2 they wanted. But we're just going to say protectors, if we go the aggressive route of the tribe, just become more attractive to all the females. And so that male would like get all of the mates. However, if we don't go the aggressive route, because trying to fight the apes head on is going to be too deadly, then we will come up with a different little twist to make our mates very attractive to one another. Perhaps it will be the female who is the stealthiest who will actually end up being the best mate, because she will be the one who can hide her nest in the best place. But only the pressures of the environment pushing down upon our nichelings and twisting their genetics about will be able to determine what the genes of our tribe, how they will evolve over time, will be. So let's go ahead and get started. We already have Macaulay heavily pregnant with Oihu's child. He's very excited about that. So is she. They actually popped up right next to a water-breathing plant, which is pretty darn useful. So I actually may send Oihu over there and send him into the water, because he can eat clams and he can actually sniff out that clam right now. Also, before we get going, we should probably go ahead and pick their mutations. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to unlock any new mutations just yet, but I think, let's see. So he's got Digger's Paw, which would be amazing if watch out, we've got a man-eating or a creature-eating plant right over there. If there's anything to dig up, that would be fantastic. Like, that would be amazing to help them eat on this island, because I think they may starve to death before we get to anything more complicated. Let's see. And I don't think patterns or dots or anything like that are going to help them here just yet. And I think that black fur actually gives you some camouflage, like positive camouflage in the jungle. So maybe we'll go ahead and try to just like get started with that. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to make this assumption that black fur helps you with camouflage in the jungle. Could be totally wrong. Might have just made a big mistake. We'll just have to see. That's how it goes. I prefer learning through actively participating in things rather than looking stuff up usually. And then I don't know how their eyesight is, and I cannot look at their genes to check their their eyesight, but I can peek over here and see that their eyesight seems to be okay, but I don't know if they carry, like, both of their eyesight is normal, but I have no idea if they carry the genes for bad eyesight. So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's see. So medium tell wouldn't really help us whatsoever because it just adds cold resistance, and they're actually both hot right now, so they have reduced energy. They're only going to be able to move twice, which is not great. And then Orihu, what kind of tail do you have? Hold still. This is always so tricky. They both have normal tails, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal to give them any kind of normal tail. How are their legs? Okay, they both have normal hind legs. Thank goodness we're not dealing with webbed leg right out the bat, though that could be useful. Maybe our creatures, instead of going into the depths of the jungle, will end up in the water. Totally depends on how we're going to find the will to survive. I can't give them anything very helpful for defense here. I could give them medium ear so they could hear better. But I don't know if I really want to bother with that just yet. I mean, I don't think it would hurt, but let's go ahead and try. I'm pretty sure that black fur in the jungle helps you blend in. Again, could be totally wrong. Maybe it actually makes you stand out and I just doomed their children to insta-death, but we'll see. Then I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, we'll just give their kids normal eyesight for now, just to make sure those genes are nice and strong in the family tree. Fantastic. All right. Orihu, you come over here. He just ate the underwater breathing plant so that next time he'll be able to dive down here and collect up these clams. And we're going to have Makali. I believe her camouflage is not very high because she's like exposed on the outside areas, and I'm pretty sure if I send her, I forgot how to look up camouflage, so we'll have to just kind of keep an eye out. Oh no, there's leeches nearby. Okay, well, let's try this spot for camouflage. And I think that like her hiding goes up because she's over here. I can't remember how to check what their camouflage level is. All right, we'll figure it out. We may actually feast off leeches that are apparently coming for Makali. We'll have to be careful. I'm gonna send him over here and he's gonna get this clam. Fantastic. Also, I think somebody actually just ate this plant. There's a creature already. What the heck? Oh my gosh, dude. You've got like a deformed paw on one end, but then I see that there's actually a velvet paw on the other. Hey, come join our tribe. That's actually really good. No, I wanted him. He's gonna attract all sorts of apes because he's doing smelly things. Makali, you were supposed to jump up into the grass. Oh no, the ape's already here. The smelly ape is already here. Curse you, new creature. And you sneezed. Oh my gosh. Makali, run. Like, where's the new creature? It's his own darn fault. We have to dodge all of these plants as well. We're out of here. Forget this nonsense. That new creature is going to get eaten. It's his own fault. He did it to himself. I forgot how you can't jump on twiddly diddly do grass until you get it out of the way. Yeah, he's dead and it's not our fault. And there's some roots to eat up here. So we're going to jump up here and there's even a healing plant nearby. Oh my gosh. And look, here's some mud. Okay, we're going to roll in this mud. That guy, he's going to get himself eaten. We didn't do anything with that. We've got to get the leech off of Orihu as well. All right, hang in there, Orihu. Okay, we've got the leech off. We're going to cure your bleeding. Unfortunately, your mate is now really tired. We're going to roll in the mud. So Orihu has rolled in the mud, which is going to disguise his scent from the big-nosed guy who's probably eating that other creature. Your own fault. You should know better than to eat the smelly plants. You attract the smelly apes. And let's see if we can get baby number 1 born. This may be harder than I thought. Orihu can now no longer breathe underwater, but that's okay. He can, however, dig. So we're going to have him dig. Darn it. And now that leech is coming, but I really need her. Okay, we rolled in the mud and I wonder if I should just have her like build a nest in the mud to like hide the scent of their child. That might be useful. No, is the mud going to get washed off now that it rained? Okay, good. The mud is still there. There's some new spots to go ahead and gather. We gathered up a little bit of roots. I think I'm gonna clear the path on the way. Okay, and she rolled in the mud already, good. And she can build a nest here, but the leeches might get us, but they don't seem to be coming close enough if we're in the mud. So let's try this out. All right, we're gonna stand here. And I hope that she's camouflaged. Does it actually tell me? Her camouflage is level 5 right now. That's where I check for camouflage. I totally forgot about that. I can't mouse over it because it will actually tell me like stuff about their camouflage, but I'll have to read what those say later without like looking at their traits. All right, so she's gonna sit here and finally give birth, and Orihu needs to get some more food. We need to be very strategic about how we get said food. So let's jump up here to kind of give it a good sniff. Oh, there's so many healing plants. And there is an ape. Oh my gosh. Okay, we may need to start running again. All right, but we're really... And we may need to get back under camouflage. We're not camouflaged. We need the grass back. Orihu, hang in there. Look at your precious child. Oh my gosh. Little Ronu. And yes, you guys, you may actually submit names for these nichelings. Because we're doing a blind genes challenge, that means that it will be between episodes that I do a naming ceremony for everyone. But you can indeed submit names for them. And please, please do that. I love seeing the themed names. And honestly, one of my favorite things about our wonderful niche adventures is seeing when you guys give the nichelings names specific meanings. Because that's just so cool. I really love it. So if you want to submit names and even add little meanings to those names, totally go for it. I'm all for that. Can I actually? Yes! Macaulay! She managed to get that leech. All right, we are not going to clear this grass away because it is so important for protecting our baby. But we're going to jump up here, and Macaulay is kind of going to chill for just a second. Where's that big ape? Okay, big ape is still over there. We really need to make sure that we are like hidden in the grass. Thank you very much. So we're gonna come over here, and now we immediately go up really high on our camouflage, which is great. And I need to continue to explore though. So we have to watch out because the regrowing jungle foliage, if we can't get through it without clearing it away, but if we clear it away, we might be able to jump to these patches of grass. And these little patches of grass, I actually don't want to clear. I need to remember that. Normally I always do, but we want to keep those patches of grass because they will help to protect us. All right, and then Mama needs to watch over her baby, which she is definitely doing very carefully. I'm gonna leave her right here so she can be first in line should anything happen. Let's get her pregnant again, actually. That's definitely something we need to happen. But all right, we need to have little Ronu grow up so we can see what the heck he looks like. And we need more food, but because we found a mud patch, we might be able to start eating off the smelly bushes. So we have to be careful because that will make it so that creatures can smell us, but it should be all right. All right, Ronu, grow up strong, little guy. The Jagged Fangs future is on your young shoulders. Oh my goodness. I know it's a lot to bear. All right, let's scooch him over, and Dad can come down here and start clearing some things away. Is there anything to dig? There is a danger plant right there. What about up here? Okay, we gotta watch out. There is a patch of twigs to step on over there. All right, so I think I'm gonna have her jump down here, roll in the mud again. I'm gonna have Orihu come back over and roll in the mud again as soon as he can, and then we'll try eating off of these berries. So hopefully don't die anyone. New baby! Oh my gosh, look at her! Rari! We're gonna give her a new name too, but she is gorgeous and everything I kind of think the Jagged Fangs tribe could end up being. She has black fur, and sure enough, look at that. Her brother, who does not have black fur, just out in the open, has like 2 for his camouflage and 4 when he's in the grass. And Rari, in the grass, has 7 camouflage. Sweet. That is so wonderful. Okay, so that may be the way to go, guys. We are going to try to have the black-furred, shadowy children of our Jagged Fang jungle so that we'll be able to go ahead and like get them safely hidden away. Let's keep an eye out. So if we listen, or if we smell, we can smell there is a danger plant over there. So we need to ignore that plant, give it a wide berth. If we go anywhere near it, we're going to get eaten by it. Here's another danger plant, so we need to be careful there too. Unfortunately, I'm not smelling any food. So we're going to have to be really like right up in being very blunt about eating from the smelly plants, I think. Macaulay has actually rolled in the mud, so I'm going to have her come over And she's actually going to go ahead and grab one of these smelly fruits. And that has removed, ooh, now she's smelly, but we're also muddy, so we don't immediately stand out in our scent. So that may actually help us out a little bit. And I think I'm going to send little Ronu just kind of, I'm going to keep him, can you come up here? Okay, Ronu's going to jump up here to kind of just keep an ear out for everything. His parents are apparently a lot more, oh, there indeed, keeping an ear out, there indeed is one of the creatures. We need to be careful. I don't know, is that the seeing creature? Or is that the smelling? I think that's the seeing ape. So this ape is super dangerous if he sees us. So we actually need to definitely stick to the shadows and stick to the grasses. And here comes a leech, but I'm not going to be upset about that. That's going to be something to eat. Ronu, be careful. We might have to send this family like constantly scattering to the winds. Rari still has that awesome 7 camouflage. And Makali going to go ahead. She got the leech, and she can actually, because we rolled in the mud, feed off of that really awesome plant. So let's have Orihu jump over here and roll in the mud too. Now, no, Orihu! I forgot about it! No! No! Makali, save your mate! Orihu! Quick, Ronu, protect your sister. Get back in the grasses where it's safe and protect your sister. We have tons of healing plants if we can get Orihu out of there. Oh, there's the ape. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's bad. It's bad, guys. We've been paralyzed. It can't move. We need rescued. Orihu, hang in there. Just as I was saying that their parents were smart enough to be able to tackle these things. Oh no! We've been spotted! This is bad news, bears, guys. This is bad news, apes. Oh my gosh. And this is normally where we would probably have to leave things for the episode, but because it's the first episode of our adventures, then we're going to keep going for an extra length. And if you guys can help me, and I never say this, but you know, just like support the episode, and you guys know how, it will actually help us to be able to really put a lot of emphasis in making more of these. But I'm just going to kind of put that out there right now, because otherwise I would have had to leave you guys at a cliffhanger, and we're not going to be left at a cliffhanger. I'm gonna hang in there. I have no idea what we're going to do. Rari is gonna come down here. No, Rari, you weren't supposed to do that. Okay, I'm panicking. I'm literally panicking. Ronu is going to try desperately to dig for food. Oh my gosh, and we're caught between trying to free our mate, and here is the big-eyed ape, and he's got donkey years left to live, or trying to feed our children before they starve to death. Oh my gosh. All right, Makali, we're gonna grab food for the children, attack this thing, and grab food for the children, because we have to feed the babies. The tribe has to go on somehow. No, big-eyed ape, no! No! We've lost him! Oh, tragedy upon tragedy. And somebody ate the healing fruit behind us, guys. What? That's terrible. It's this guy again. He brought the ape to us, and now our mate is dead. Makali, distract the ape. She is going to desperately grab this food. We're going to roll in the mud really quickly. No, Makali, the food. Okay, we're gonna dive into the shadows. Oh my gosh. Rodukvan, he's got the poison fangs and he's got claw, and he turned out to be a child. I did not expect this. He turned out to be a child who has attracted the apes to us. Should we invite him into the tribe really quickly? Well, he does have the distasteful appearance. Maybe the ape was following him but didn't want to eat him specifically for those reasons. Can I invite him in? We don't have enough food to invite him in. Curses upon curses, raining upon curses. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Come on, tribe. Okay. Oh, the ape. Did the ape get eaten? Or did we get eaten? The ape's suddenly gone? Okay, this is bad. We've got this. All right, we've got some roots right here. We're going to have Ronu jump over here, roll in the mud. We don't have much choice about this. Literally dive, no, right into the arms of the ape. I didn't hear him. I didn't see him. No, Rari, it's all on you now, honey. It is literally all on you. All we can do is like run the direction the other guy went. Oh no. After such a promising start. Oh, this is terrible. Ronu, save your sister as you can. Wait, I think he can actually run from this. Okay, I think we can get out of here, guys. I think we can make this happen. Okay, we're going to grab the fruit because that's the most profitable food source. We're going to run away. We are going to, all of the healing fruits have been eaten by that terrible creature. We are going to go ahead. I can't believe that little guy ate all of the healing fruits. All of them. We needed them desperately. We're going to eat another batch of those plants. We're going to go ahead, remove the parasite and stop the bleeding. And Ronu now needs one of these healing plants. Hopefully there's at least one left. Can we get into camouflage before that big-eyed ape who just saw the demise of our parents shows up again? All right, so now we need to get Ronu around this thing. So hopefully, you know, she's gonna come over and see if she can help her brother. Okay, unfortunately, that's a dangerous plot. She can get some food at least. Ronu at least can we get him into the shadows? I think, oh, good. The grass grew up around him. So he actually has a patch of grass that he's hiding in for protection. And we can actually grab a whole bunch of the smelly fruits while he still has rolled in the mud. But my gosh, what a twist. Somebody is getting attacked. I can hear it. Somebody else is getting attacked. Yes! And the fruits have grown back. Ronu, eat! Feast upon them! Oh my gosh, thank goodness. So Ronu has feasted upon the fruits. His sister Rari can start maybe digging or searching for things again. She can sneak down here and we can see. Okay, we're going to dive into the mud patch. We're going to roll in the mud patch and we're going to get back up to the fruit. Oh, there goes a creature right over there. Dead. Who knows how? Who knows why? We're going to get out of here. We got to move really carefully. Yeah, there's the ape. So we're going to move super carefully. And Ronu, that mud patch is too dangerous to go investigate anymore. All right. Do we hear anything? Do we smell it? Yes, another mud patch. Oh, thank goodness. Glorious, glorious mud. All right. And we may actually have to make a baby happen between the siblings, which happens, unfortunately, in niche from time to time. I think that's the healing ape eating those. We're going to roll. Okay, we're in the mud. Thank goodness. Can I walk over here? We're going to get away from where the healing ape is. How about that? Oh, yes, another patch of mud. Oh, I am learning to love this mud. All right, let's keep an ear out. Yeah, there goes the ape. Okay, so I think the ape is actually moving away. Thank goodness. My goodness. So we're going to wiggle down here now that we're covered in mud again. And we are going to aggressively stay muddy and eat the stinky fruits. And hopefully... No, Ronu! The ape has come! He saw us! We're gonna run for it! We're gonna run for it! Okay, and there goes a creature. Alright, he might be worth following, especially for Rari. Do we have a mud patch anywhere? Where's a good mud patch? Okay, here's a good mud patch. Rari, roll in it and grab some food. And then Ronu still smells muddy. Is there a safe spot? Can he jump over here? No, I'm pretty sure there's a man-eating or a creature-eating plant right over there. Curses. Which direction to move next? Which direction to move next? Maybe this way? And maybe kick this tree? I don't think that it would do anything if we kicked that tree, actually. So maybe clear away the jungle grass so that we can get out of here faster. Well, guys, I asked for a hard start. I asked for a challenge to push my niche abilities to their limit. And have I ever been delivered that? So, what a way to get back into niche, huh? We are going to be in the Jagged jungle trying to see if this tribe can make it in some form or fashion over 100 days in this brutal land. We have already lost our founders who came to this island love-struck and hoping to find a spot to build their nest and build their tribe. And we have actually ended up losing them to the hearing ape and 2, the dangers of the wandering creatures attracting the apes to us, which is not something I expected. We're learning to love mud, and we are actually really lucky because I think we have been left with Rare with one of the only great benefits that her parents could have possibly given her in protecting her, and that is the dark fur that she has that gives her a ridiculous amount of camouflage. If that's going to be enough to keep her away from the hearing ape and keep her away from the smelling ape remains yet to be seen, though. So alright guys, we're gonna see if we can keep them alive for 100 days, and then we'll figure out where we will go from there. And the next chapter of the journey will be next time. So we'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.